below that on number 4E4, that unless it's abated or removed, the city will cause it to be abated or removed, that the cost thereof will be charged to the owner, and that the cost will be a lien on the real property where the public nuisance was abated or removed. Do we, the city, have the authority to put a lien on someone's real property?
Yes. We do know. You can put a lien, you can put a mechanic's lien on a house.
If the city does the work and has to bear the burden of the cost, then the city can attach a lien to
And
the.
is that something that's within our court's jurisdiction to handle?
No, that would be filed with the county clerk's office, I'm sorry.
It would be with the county, not with the city?
No.
Is that after 14 days?
No, if they meet their plan, if they say we're gonna do it in 30 days, then you can check up in 30 days. And then if they've met their plan, if they say 6 months and the council agrees to it, on certain situations, the council's gonna have to say, well, I've seen this in Berryville. There's a house that's dilapidated, they cite the owner, they cite the owner. They say we're gonna, remove the building. The owner comes in and says, give me another 3 months. And so it's up to the council to decide on an individual basis if the abatement should go on. Well, it's John's girlfriend.
Yes. My wife's not here, you got away with that.
The one you,
That lady right there.
oh, okay.
I left mine in the car.
Oh, I thought you were reaching.
You have another question, Lee?
I was asking if anybody else had a question.
Anybody else have a question on this page?
Let me look at number F.
Okay, within the time specified in the agreement.
In the agreement.
Does this need court approval? In other words, a person could actually bring this before the city judge.
Yeah, anybody can, anything in here, they feel it's not, they can have a hearing.
And that would stay the number of days that they have to do this.
We'll have to.
In other words, they have to act upon it in order to stay the 14 days because they are allowed a jury trial or a bench decision, and that would stay the 14 days, and then from that date, because the jury trial may take 3 weeks.
It says that under H, the person upon whom a notice is to abate, they may appeal the determination of public nuisance in writing to the city council.
Right. And so that would extend.
City council.
It would be what?
There's recourse for them.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
I'm sorry,
recourse, that's
what
what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I'm just pointing out that you're not saying it's filed in the court, you're saying that they can appeal it to the city council. So it would be the city council that makes the decision if it not in the court.
Well, that's probably before we get to court.
Yes.
Before
And
you
so
would
that could
file
take-
the lien?
So
Yes.
Pam, see, that could
The
take
city
as
is
long as
complaining.
30 days plus the 14. And by the time it's cut and dried, you might be talking about a month and a half of that.
Well, it says that unless a public nuisance is abated or removed, the city will cause it to be abated. But then on H, if you are notified that you have, if that's a violation, you can appeal it to the city council before it goes any further. The city council will make a determination.
Yeah, they have the right to make a formal appeal that would stop the
They could stop.
Yes, that's what it says. It says that would give them as much as a month and a half.
Well, then give whatever the city council determines is
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Let-
They may win. They may win.
Next page.
Next page.
Next page. Are we on the page I keep trying to go to, 4220?
Which three pages?
4218.
No.
4218.
Man, I got gypped on my package.
Yeah, you did. You got the only one.
All right.
I have a question on 4218D, golf. Real estate subject to liens where an unpaid assessment of costs and expenses may be sold, and the proceeds of the sale apply to pay the charges. So the real estate may be sold. How do you sell somebody's real estate? I don't
You
understand
sell it on
that.
Courthouse Square.
And you foreclose on the lien.
If
The lien is executed.
Okay, there's a lien, say like you put a lien on my house for, what have I ever I've done? If I'm current on all my taxes and what have you, you've got like a mechanic's lien because I haven't paid, you can't collect your lien until I sell my property,
Case in point,
correct?
Lakeway Harbor had
Only on
numerous people.
homestead and one or two automobiles.
Well,
Everything else you can start liquidating.
Lakeway Harbor went to court, and their lawyer filed to have the property sold for, what do they call it, homeowners association dues in arrears, and they were drastically in arrears, and they were able to sell that property at the courthouse. I was at the courthouse when they sold it. I didn't participate, but I mean,
Homestead laws
Okay,
does.
they
then let
sold
me
that
ask you-
for association dues.
Then let me ask you something else then on that point. They may be sold, is that sold by the county then, since the lien
It's
is
by
with the
sheriff's
county?
sale.
It was their sheriff's sale.
Well, see, it may not get to that, because if the people really want to, clear the situation up, they pay their fines and there's no lien.
But you
Well,
cannot,
then-
you
But
cannot
they
force
may
sell a
not, isn't it?
homestead. The homestead laws won't allow you to force sell a homestead.
Well, then, yeah, there's other
And I
property,
think
if they have other property, that's,
transportation, if I understand.
Well, that's a
wrong.
good point, and this is something we need to get clarification from the city attorney. But case in point, the church up here, if we demolish that building and place a lien against that,
The land.
the land, I mean, I'm wondering if a church doesn't have an exemption as a homestead. And I'm not so sure a homestead doesn't have an exemption.
No, a homestead, you
I
cannot
don't
force
know.
someone out of their home if they're meeting another criteria. And I think there's several forms of transportation they can still retain. But anything beyond
What
that
about
that's in their
church?
life, they can sell like
What about
jewelry.
church? It's top to its end. See, we're gonna eat that one, but it sure needs to go because it's such a danger. If that thing fell, it could really harm.
Well, you got a land value sitting under it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can't sell it, the church, everybody know what I'm talking about?
They can't sell it either, though.
They,
If there's a lien on it, you can't, if you can't sell it, they can't sell it either. Until the
lien-
lien's
That's true,
satisfied.
that's true, without paying you off. But will that church ever, I mean, the members of that church are, it's a defunct church.
Yeah, I don't-
So we'd be eating that demolition
Possibly,
bill.
possibly.
but then you could sell the property.
I don't, that's what I'm asking.
think
See,
you
I
just
don't
get
know the
description of
legalities. We
property
need to
to the
have
sheriff's
Well,
sale.
if
we need to have an
Homestead.
attorney make that call.
If it's not homesteaded, then it's
That's
fair game
right.
for anybody.
It's
Well,
fair
hopefully
game.
in this case, because it's been abandoned for years.
the church the other night.
That church is a big concern.
Let's go to that church the other night.
All right, rest of the page, anything else? 4218, 4219. I see I'm getting on the page I was on. 4219 going once, twice, good page. We're on 4220, where I've been trying to get us to. We only got 5, 6 pages more.
Push that three, dude. That's why you,
Where your extra one
you said you get that.
Well, I said
That's where the rest of
two
your.
pages of your
Oh.
additional staple at the back.
Okay, Steve, would you offer, I mean, would you tell us what this means?
What?
Where
I
are
mean,
you?
what is, we're on the top of page 42.28.
Okay.
Okay, what is this for? What is this penalty phase for on these offenses? What offenses? Is this on the houses that are being demolished?
4216 is,
4220.
20.
I know,
Hey.
4220 pertains to 4216 and
Violation
4217.
of,
Oh, so we gotta go back to what, 4216?
4216 and 4217, and that's the abatement.
Okay, that has to do with the
Yes,
houses.
yes.
Okay, well, I got a question. Not more than $2,000 per offense unless otherwise limited by applicable laws. Now, is this the
Separate
part?
offenses each
Yeah,
day.
separate offenses each day. Wow.
But see, the thing is, if you have something in place where it's been agreed on that it's gonna be 90 days and they still haven't done anything,
You gotta start
then
having
you have,
enforcement.
you've given them the carrot, now you got the stick.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you at least $50 or up to $2,000. What do you wanna do? And
Now,
then
is the separate offense for $2,000 or does it start back over with the 50?
it's whatever the city council.
Well, I
determines
mean,
it should be
could it go up to a limit of 2,000?
per day. It could be a minimum, well, It just depends.
It's an attention getter.
There's a point when you have to get their attention. If they decide they're just not going to do something,
Okay.
it's, you know, you give them all the chances you can, but this is something that will, like you say, get their attention.
Are we on junk vehicles? Chapter 43.
So everybody goes for that? You like that $2,000 a pop? All right, just,
Well, it doesn't have to be
that's a
2,000.
sticker shock.
That's still,
I know, but it could be.
Well, then I'd get off my ass and clean up.
Yeah,
Mine was gonna be 240 something a day.
Oh, I know. No, wait, no.
See?
Right.
yes. My wife's not here, you gotta work it out.
But when you,
That lady right there.
oh, okay.
Well,
I left mine in the car.
Oh, I thought you were reaching.
Do you have another question, Lee?
I was asking if anybody else had a question.
Anybody else have a question on this page?
let me look at number F on that.
Okay, in the,
And then right below that on number 4E4, that unless it's abated or removed, the city
Causes.
will cause it to be abated or removed, that the cost thereof will be charged to the owner, and that the cost will be a lien on the real property where the public nuisance was abated or removed. Do we have,
no, I've seen this in Berryville. There's a house that's dilapidated, you know, they cite the owner, they cite the owner. They say we're gonna, remove the building. The owner comes in and says, give me another 3 months. And so it's up to the council to decide on an individual basis if the abatement should go on. It's John's girlfriend.
do we, the city, have the authority to put a lien on someone's real property?
yes,
Um,
we do know. You can put a mechanic's lien on a house.
If the city does the work and has to bear the burden of the cost, then the city can attach the lien to
And
the.
is that something that's within our court's jurisdiction to
No,
handle?
that would be filed with the county clerk's office, I'm sorry.
It would be with the county, not with the city?
Is that after 14 days?
No, if they meet their plan, if they say we're gonna do it in 30 days, then you can check up in 30 days. And then if they've met their plan, if they say 6 months and the council agrees to it, on certain situations, the council's gonna have to say, well,